Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle, and today we're going to talk about taking action on those goals that we created last week. Let's get into it. Have you guys ever heard of the quote, "Don't live the same year over and over and call that a life"? Yeah, well, I read that quote a few years ago and it really resonated with me because I had spent a number of years living the same life over and over again, and I did not realize it. I did not realize I had been basically the same, and my life had not changed for a number of years. And at this point, I had started making some changes in my life, but I was like, wow, it's amazing to me if you don't mix things up, how nothing really changes. So when we get comfortable in the reality that we're in, nothing changes. When we fail to set goals for ourselves, we are setting ourselves up for the same year next year. When we give of ourselves and help others make their dream come true, and we don't work on our dream, our reality will never come to fruition. Things like that. If you don't mix up your daily routine, then this can happen to you. And so, yeah, let's talk about day by day. So, your daily routine, if you are doing the same routine every single day, whether it's a morning routine or a daily routine, and there's no changes and no variation whatsoever, you're going to have the same day happen to you over and over again all week. Think about it. And then if you keep running the same program, because a routine is a program, so if you keep running the same program, those days turn into weeks, and then those weeks turn into months, and those months turn into 12 months, which equals 1 year. And here we are again, back at a new year, and nothing has changed. No progress has been made, and your reality is still the same. So, in order for you to change your reality and to shift your reality to a higher level, you're going to have to mix it up a bit. So, today I want to encourage you guys to take anomalous action in your life. And what that means is you're just going to step outside of your normal behavior. You're going to deviate from the routine, okay? You are going to switch up who you're being. You're going to switch up the things you're doing, how you would normally act in a situation. You're going to act totally different and out of character. And this is how we make changes in our lives. So I want you to do something that you wouldn't normally do. Now, last week we talked about goal setting, and I know some of y'all set some goals, and today I'm asking you to take anomalous action. So one of the things that you can do is you can take anomalous action on some of the goals that we created last week. And if you want to download this, you can. I'm gonna put it in the description box below. But basically, I talked about how to set goals last week and how I set goals for the beginning of the year and how I break them down into steps. And if you're interested in downloading that, I'll put it in the description box below. You can get that there. But maybe you can take anomalous action towards one of these goals, and you can even mark off one of them. I've been doing this all week, and it's amazing to me how quick I'm knocking stuff out that I thought was going to take weeks, and really it just took days of anomalous action. So you can do something like that, or you can do something nice for someone. It's anomalous if you're not normally nice for people or do nice things for people, not because you're a bad person, just because you're busy or whatever. But yeah, do something nice for somebody. Maybe you can mix up your routine a little bit, step outside of what you would normally do. If you drink coffee in the morning, why don't you drive to Dunkin' Donuts and drink coffee at Dunkin' Donuts and mix it up and see what happens. You just never know what's going to come of stepping outside of your normal routine. And mix up your schedule, which is kind of the same, but not really. But yeah, put things in your schedule that you know this is going to be my anomalous action that I'm taking today. And when you do things like this, you start to realize that things aren't as hard as you thought they were. Like that hard thing that you thought was going to be super hard to do, when you take anomalous action towards it, like a goal or something, you realize that it wasn't as hard as you thought it was. And then you start to become a little more adventurous. And then you don't really put up any more roadblocks against stuff because you've done so many like wild and crazy things you don't normally do that it's like a piece of cake now. So I don't know how you guys are doing on your goals, but a lot of times when we try to implement new goals, it's really hard to start new habits in life. And the reason why it's so hard is because we are running a program, and that's our daily routine. And since we're running this program, it's really hard to implement something new because the program doesn't want to change. The program wants to stay the same. And what I want to encourage you to do is just step outside of that program and start reprogramming things that you know fit into the reality that you want, your new reality, a higher reality. So maybe you have some limiting beliefs around your goals. Well, you can't create a new reality based on that same way of belief or thinking. You're going to have to start thinking different. So if you catch yourself thinking some limiting beliefs, and I want you to take anomalous action and go do that thing that your brain's telling you you can't do. And this is how we reprogram our brains into not really a new program, but you kind of want to keep mixing it up and keep the program guessing. This is what I like to do. A lot of weird things happen to me because I do this. It's really interesting. I won't go into it in this video, but it's kind of weird when you start stepping outside of your routine. Just these little things happen and they're weird, but I'll let you guys experiment with that and see if anything out of the ordinary happens to you. Things that are out of the ordinary should happen to you when you're taking anomalous action because you're not acting normal. You're not being who you normally are being. You're not behaving the way you normally behave. So there should be some weirdness and different stuff coming to you. You can't align with the reality that you're trying to shift to if you still are having the same beliefs about yourself and about your circumstances and your view of the world. Okay, so those things are going to have to shift in order for you to make the shift to a higher level. So my question to you today is, how are you going to switch it up? What anomalous action are you going to take today? Comment below. You can even comment your goals. I'd love to find out what you guys are doing. So if you're going to have a reality where you're living your best life and you're abundant, healthy, happy, vibrant, then you're going to have to be different. You're going to have to do things differently, okay? And that is just one aspect of what I teach in my new program. And if you want to find out about that, I'll put a link to that below. Everything's in the description below, okay? I'm putting a lot of links today, but bear with me. And if you're really interested in learning more about the programs, you can book a free discovery call. It's 15 minutes. We'll talk in depth about what I do and things like that. But that's all I have for you guys today. I encourage you guys to go out and take anomalous action today. I know I am, and I have been, and the results are amazing to me because to me it seems to speed up this process of growth in my life and change in my life, and my reality is blooming into everything I wanted it to be. And I just wanted to share that little tidbit with you so you guys can test it out and experiment with it. And I will see you guys the next time I record a video. Alrighty, y'all enjoy your day. Bye bye.